Since it's another foggy, dreary, damp, miserable day out there, I'm working in the shop. The old Coates tire changer, as you see here, hopefully, has come loose from its mounting base. Originally, it was bolted down to the floor with 4 bolts in the cement, which was fine, but at some point I decided to move it to the other end of the shop, and it was there for a while, and then I decided to move it back here. So, having cut off the original mounting bolts, I had to come up with a new idea, so I welded up this square of angle iron with some ears on it, and basically welded this square down to the cut off stubs that were sticking up out of the cement, or the concrete, I guess you'd call it. Although this one here, memory fails me, but obviously I wasn't able to do that, so what I must have done here was put in one of those inserts in the concrete and turn a lag bolt in, which was pretty weak, but basically all I could do at the time. So that was fine for quite a while until I got a little bit too ambitious on the end of the pry bar, installing or removing a tire, and this little ear, or where it attached to the bolt, the welding broke. I guess my poor welding. So what I had to do here was cut off the remains of the old weld and try to re-weld. As you see, I've done that. Added a little bit over there as well. So hopefully I'm going to bolt the old Coates machine down. See if we can see it a little better. It's a pretty vintage machine. It's got the air cylinder on the bottom there for breaking the bead, although it doesn't have very much pushing power anymore. It works pretty well. Saves going to town to change a tire every time. It's at least, well, I know it came here 50 years ago, and it was an old machine at that time, so I'm going to say it's 60 years old. Anyway, I guess it's about time to try bolting it down. Okay, bolted back down solid to the floor. Seems pretty good, but the real test will be when I get on the end of that big pry bar trying to put an 8-ply tire on a drop center rim. It's a whole different ball game then. Just going to point out here, this is not one of your cheap Chinese imports from the big box stores. This is built back in the days when everything good came out of the North American market. We built this one right here in Fort Dodge, Iowa. How about that? Okay, now I just got to clean some of this junk out of here, so I actually got room to work on this tire machine. Just give you a look outside the door here. It's the 5th of February. And we've cooled down. Everything's freezing up this morning after the days of melting. Just enough to give us some nice ice skating rink, so my yard is basically a danger zone for anybody that's not too good on their feet. Yeah, it's solid ice out here. So far, so good. I really had plans of firing up the 2090 on the blade and trying to push some of this away yesterday, but I guess that's not going to happen today since we dropped down below the freezing point again. Oh well, to be continued. Yeah, better things to come. The old Smith Rolls buzz box still on the job. Shut you down. Alright, this could be the end of a 3-minute video for today, so if it is, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for another one from the Roosty 6 channel.